we're going to be creating these really cool transitions using speed ramping. So let's get started. So I have a clip right here, which I just cut into pieces based on the movements. We already know how to use speed ramping inside Premiere Pro, but in today's lesson, we're going to see how we can use it creatively to get really cool transitions. Later on, we're going to add some cool effects and just take it to the next level. So we're going to do 3 transitions in this lesson. The first one is going from this clip onto this clip. So notice that all of these videos have some sort of movement, and that's precisely what we need. If your videos are static or shot on a tripod, then this will not look great. Begin by stretching your video track and then enable time remapping on all of these layers. So let's begin with the first transition. So let's push these videos aside, and all of these videos on their own are in slow motion. So you're going to have to speed them up quite a bit, more than you normally would. So I'm going to make my first point here. Hold down Command or Control, click to make your point. Leave the first bit to be normal. For the second bit, we're just going to go really high. Because like we said, the videos are in slow motion and we just want to make them look faster. So you can see even this is pretty slow. So go even higher to like just a crazy amount. This is a transition. So take it up to the max amount, and then we're going to get a good transition. Once you have this, we're going to separate the marker here so we can get a more gradual effect. So that was our first video. To see the transition, we need our second clip. So here the camera is moving out from the car, and I'm gonna get this video instead because in the first one we had a rotation effect, and I want that in the second video too. So here we're gonna do the opposite, meaning that the video is gonna be fast in the beginning and then slow after. So hold down Command or Control somewhere around here. Pull this up a lot. Trying to match the amount that we had. So this is the simplest format of a speed ramp transition. But now for the rest of the clips, we're going to level up as we go. So the first one, let's bring it in and make our transition. So we're gonna just do something similar. Fast, slow, Command or Control. Then make this fast again. Then do the same thing on the other video. So pull this up, same amount, and then get rid of the rest. So now this is what we have. Now let's put something in between these 2 clips just to make it look cool. So begin by making a new adjustment layer and add it above the 2 clips. Put your playhead in between the clips and then count 5 frames from each side. Then go back to the middle and count 5 frames. Alright, on the adjustment layer, we're going to add an effect, which is called VR Glitch. Add this on your adjustment layer. And we're going to go to the effect controls. So we get this glitch that you can see right here. Go to the center of your 2 videos and set a keyframe for master amplitude. At 100, go to the beginning, turn this to 0, and the end 0. So we're going to get this glitch effect. And the closer you bring these, the better. So just experiment. So I'm going to set my 2 frames from the start, end it 2 frames from the end. All right, so that's the amplitude. Next, we want to add some color distortion. So open distortion right here. It's a little folder. Come down to color distortion and go to the middle, increasing it to 100. So you're going to get more of this RGB separation. Make a keyframe, go to the first keyframe from master amplitude, then turn it to 0. So we're going to get this glitch effect. Really simple transition. Let's take a look. You can always work with the keyframes to get a slower or faster result. All right, let's do this one more time with our last clip and add another graphic transition. So here we already have the slow motion going on. I'm going to increase this and speed this up by holding down Command or Control, increasing it to the same amount. So now we're going to do another transition here, starting with an adjustment layer. Again, we're going to count 5 frames going to the left, 5 frames going to the right. On this, we're going to add an effect called VR chromatic aberration. Add this right above. So this is going to separate the RGB values, but there is no glitch. Hit down here. Bring your playhead at the center, and we're going to randomize the aberration. So let's try 25, -6, then go to the beginning, or like a few frames before this, turning these back to 0. Repeat this on the other side. 3 frames forward, 0, 0, 0. So we're going to get like a chromatic aberration effect. Next, we're going to put on some fallout invert, which is going to give it like a flash effect. Turn this on, and each keyframe we want to invert it. So one is inverted, one is not, and just keep doing this until you reach the end of the transition. So it like glitches in with some RGB separation. So that's pretty good. I may have to increase the length, which I can simply do by increasing my adjustment layer. Let's make each side 10 frames and alter the keyframes. So this was a really simple transition that you can do inside Premiere Pro. And you can just alter the keyframes and their spacing to get a different result. So I hope you guys enjoyed these really simple speed ramp transitions. Let's move on to the next lesson.